Well, hello and welcome to the video. This is hopefully just going to be a quick video about these maps that I got printed. Now, here we have the regular boards that you get with Unmatched that fold up nicely and they work. But the issue is, at this point in Unmatched, we have this many boards. Now, who wants to carry this many boards around? I mean, maybe somebody does. That's a lot, isn't it? And so, it's pretty heavy. That's why I got these made. These are made out of, well, it's just paper, thick paper, and then it has a matte laminated finish on top. That's why you don't see any of that glare. But you can see the difference in size. These that I made are a tad bit bigger. So you have your character here. It's about that much space. And then we have our character here. There's just slightly, ever so slightly, a little bit bigger. I had one of my good friends print these off. This is actually a fix. This is the only official map that I fixed. It's the Yukon, and it had this loop, endless loop, where you could just run and run and run, and for competitive play, and even casual, when people would do that, it just takes away the fun of the game. So I made two paths that you could go through to make it fun. But yeah, you have all these maps here that now I can just take them all and choose which one I want to bring if I travel, and it's easy to just set it up and choose whichever one I want instead of like pre-choosing before I would go somewhere, pick a couple maps. Instead of doing that, I'll have the option to pick everything I want, or anything I want rather. I'm the type of guy that wants to have every option, even though I won't use it. And you can see that they're all the same size, but even the two-player maps like this one are on the same size paper as, say, the four-player maps like this one. So I own all these maps. These are just map scans. I even own this one, even though I don't own the Buffy set. So I bought the Buffy set when it first came out because there wasn't that much Unmatched, and I was getting into it, and I didn't really care for Buffy. Anyway, here is some of my maps that are not official, right? So there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle map. Here's the Rose Garden. Here's the Verde Jungle from Predator. Pharaoh's Tomb, Olympus, the Huntsman's Lodge, Island of Despair. This guy here goes on there pretty well, doesn't he? Pirate, looking for his treasure. But you can see different gimmicks on each of my maps too, my personal maps, like solo zones and one-way arrows. I like the one-way paths. This is Weathertop from Lord of the Rings. You can kind of see there some Lord of the Rings symbols and whatnot, leaves, the mark on the door from Bilbo's. This is my Marvel maps. And obviously the items fit on here still. They're a little bit smaller than these squares, but that's fine. You could make them the correct size. Mine, I just wanted a little bit bigger anyway. I'm happy that they turned out a little bit bigger, but that's all the maps except the biggest ones. Like except this one, which I'm just gonna keep as is, I think, for now. the Mothman, and then the Alien. And of course, the newest set I have not got a map printed for yet. And one other map is my personal Count Dracula's map that I have. And actually here the spaces are smaller. But again, as long as you can see on the outside, I think you're fine. But this is my 6 to 8 player map, and I didn't get anything printed for that. Anyway, hope you like that. That is all my maps and my idea. Not my idea originally, but a good idea. Captain Crockpot uses it on his channel. I've seen a few other people use them for tournaments and stuff, like print off their own to easily bring them or have extra maps for their tournaments. And this just works out for me. Anyway, if you want to print your own, I suggest looking for a local print shop or maybe looking online at some options. But I did a local one here, not in the States, so it's a little bit more difficult. Anyway, those are my maps.